Good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday, February 20th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Pacific, and we are live with Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Mocha, and today we'll be playing more Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, continuing the Shivering Isles. When last we left off, we'd gotten a less than pleasant introduction to the Duke of Mania and the Duchess of Dementia, and been told that we are going to, at least temporarily, take Sheogorath's place as an unaccounted-for variable in the upcoming end of the Shivering Isles, the Grey March. We are to stop a Daedric Prince of Order by the name of Jiggalag, and in order to do that, well, first and foremost, it seems like we need to give the people of the Shivering Isles hope. So, we're off to Scylarn, a ruin in the north of the Shivering Isles, to reignite a flame that I guess represents hope to the folks of the Shivering Isles. The details of it aren't entirely clear to me. I got the feeling Sheogorath was kind of just making things up as he went along, but that also seems to be the vibe of the Shivering Isles writ large, so maybe that's just how all this works. We're here specifically to speak to the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers, who are, as they ever seem to be, on the brink of war with each other. We're going to see if we can put a stop to that. Alice through the looking glass. I feel like I have. Okay, that's trespassing. So, is this trespassing? No. But I can't get in.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted.
I've been
within
getting
the
a
walls
very
of Holy
Alice in
Scylar.
Wonderland vibe from the Shivering Isles. Stand aside. Sheogorath sent me.
My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnan.
I'm here to light that flame, as a matter of fact.
Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazal-Kana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
State your business. Scylarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals.
I'm here on Sheogorath's business.
Then you are free to enter the shrine of the Flame of Agnan. This key will allow you passage through any door in Scylarn.
I'm here to light the flame.
The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of Scylarn, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorath. The Grukedric Ulfri will explain everything. You should speak to her at once.
Sorry about that. Bumped my microphone arm. I don't remember which of these to side with, or what the end result of that even is. Give me a second. I hate to start this off with me going, oh, I'll just look it up on the wiki, but I do at least want to see what I'm getting myself into here. If I had to pick a side just off blind instinct, I like the Dark Seducers a lot more than the Golden Saints. One of them is just kind of... like, they're both hostile towards each other, but Golden Saints are a lot more outspokenly angry than Dark Seducers are. And I'm not especially big on that. Let's see here. Choosing sides. Talk to one or the other. A clothing item either way. I like the sound of the Dementia side more. Like, their reward sounds better to me, so I'm not gonna wear it in either case, but I was gonna side with them anyway. Oh, that was an interesting blurb. Sylarn is believed to be the original capital of the Shivering Isles.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you. What is your business here?
I need to speak to Ulfrey.
Ah, you are just in time. Go quickly. The Orioles may attack at any moment.
Could you tell me your opinion of the Orioles?
Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day, Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm.
Have the Shivering Isles tried putting on a coat? You know, I feel like Sheogorath would probably try to put a coat around the place. It would not end well.
Walk with our Lord. Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be.
Your prey?
We are preparing to wipe out the arrogant Ariels once and for all. Once they break themselves on our defenses, Sylarn will be ours, a gift for our Lord Sheogorath.
That's all well and good, but I'm here to light the flame of Agnon.
Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Orioles is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands.
Right. Can you tell me about the Flame of Agnon?
The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my lord's command. But I only hold despair for the moment. The Orioles hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you.
All right. What's the plan?
We are expecting the Orioles to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do. They are overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter. Once the Orioles are destroyed, I will light the flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair?
Hey, Rox. Good to see you. Even if you're not sticking around. Let me talk to the Saints first.
Yes. Their commander, Kana, is gullible enough to take you at face value.
That's not what I meant.
She will reveal all her plans to you, Sheogorath's emissary. Beautifully devious. It embarrasses me not to have thought of it first.
I really just meant I wanted to talk. Bit presumptuous, these people.
Hail. Hail.
Hail.
How may I serve?
How may I serve?
My scouts reported no signs of the Mazkin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Almas, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Mazkin will not withstand us.
I overheard two Golden Saint officers arguing about the best way to attack the Dark Seducers. The lieutenant, Miral, mentioned something about the Underdeep, a secret side passage leading to the Dark Seducer altar. I should find out more about this passage from Miral.
The Mazkin are unworthy to guard the altar of despair.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you. This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside.
Look, Sheogorath sent me to help. I need you to help me.
My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Mazkin scum from Cylarn. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us.
Any input on the Flame of Agnon?
Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath.
Right. What's the plan?
The only way to assault the altar of despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the altar of despair and drive the Mazkin out of Cylarn once and for all?
What about this Underdeep?
Ah, Miral's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Mazkin have prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play.
Right. Understood.
For Sheogorath's glory.
Pardon me, sir?
Greetings, stranger. Are you here to help us drive the Mazkin out of Cylarn?
I think I heard you mention something called the Underdeep.
My scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the Altar of Despair. The Armasul Canna wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Mazkin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Canna would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat.
And if you don't mind my asking, although I already have suspicions, why won't she listen?
She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Mazkin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Mazkin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Canna see that.
I have an idea.
For Sheogorath's glory.
Miral told me his scouts have recently discovered a side passage leading to the Altar of Despair. I should scout the Dark Seducer deployments in both the side passage and the main passage and find out if Miral is right. I don't know how well my idea will pan out. But it stands to reason if I'm scouting out this passage, I should be able to tell the Dark Seducers about it. They can shore up their defenses here, and then I should be able to tell the Golden Saints to attack from this side, right? The Dark Seducers are defending the main passage to the Altar of Despair in strength. The Underdeep, by contrast, appears to be only lightly defended. This information might convince Kana to attack through the Underdeep. Save here.
Greetings, emissary. We await your command.
Let's talk strategy.
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair?
Yes, but you should use the Underdeep.
I've already made my decision. We attack down the main passage. What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot?
The Underdeep is very lightly defended.
You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk.
Let me think.
I can't hold off my attack much longer. If you're going to help us take control of the Altar of Despair, you need to decide now. Will you help us destroy the Mazkin or not?
I'm not sure I want to get involved in this.
You're making a mistake. There is no other way to light the flame. If you think the Mazkin will help you, you will be disappointed. We will destroy them with or without your help. Go then. I will hold off on my attack to give you a chance to reconsider, but I will not wait forever.
How may I serve?
How may I serve? Sheogorath's blessings upon you. I am honored to assist Lord Sheogorath's emissary.
Let's talk strategy.
Are you ready to help us defend the Altar of Despair from the Oriel's attack?
Tell you what, how about I lead the Saints into an ambush?
I never suspected that Kana had the audacity to try such a risky assault. But we'll teach her to try to take the Mazkin by surprise. We'll cut them to pieces in those corridors. I'll redeploy my forces at once. You return to Kana and lead her into the trap. Once they're destroyed, I will kindle the altars. Good hunting, friend.
All right, then.
The Altar of Rapture will be ours.
Just a smidge enthusiastic. I'm tired.
Hail.
Oh, it looks like clear skies to me.
Hail!
You're not listening at all, are you?
The Mazkin are unworthy to guard the Altar of Despair.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you. Greetings, emissary. We await your command.
Right. Battle time.
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair?
Am I ever? Let's use the Underkeep, or Underdeep.
I've already made my decision. We attack down the main passage. What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot?
The Underkeep is undefended.
You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk.
Trust me, I have no reason to lie to you. I'm Sheogorath's emissary. It's not a trap.
Myrrel was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today.
Oh. Okay, so we've got the, and we've got oh.
Kneel before the saints.
For Sheogorath! Aeton Mazkin!
Aeton for Sheogorath! For the Mad God!
1,500 for that mace. 1,000 for the shield, though. For that little carry weight, much better.
Death to the Mazkin! For the glory of
Did
Sheogorath!
someone just slip through the floor there? I should help destroy the Golden Saints once the Dark Seducers spring their ambush. Well, no time like the present. Golden Saint Commander is dead. I should finish off the remaining Golden Saints in Sylarn to complete the Dark Seducer's victory. That was not a Golden Saint. That's fine. She's essential. I basically didn't do anything. My killing has been observed by forces unknown. Hold on. What? Alright. Doesn't have to be my problem right now. A great idea with the ambush, Myrrel. Good work. I mean, yeah, Dark Brotherhood watches, I get that. What I don't get is how that could have qualified as Dark Brotherhood worthy. It didn't add to my bounty, I didn't murder anybody. I mean, I guess for a given definition of murder it counts, but like... Think. The Golden Saints have been utterly destroyed. I should speak to Ulfri about lighting the Flame of Agnon now that her forces control both of the altars. Just as soon as she wakes back up. There she is, right as rain.
Victory is ours. I have already instructed my subordinates to kindle the altar of rapture. It is my honor to sacrifice myself on the altar of despair at Lord Sheogorath's command.
Hold on, sacrifice yourself?
The altars which feed the flame of Agnon can be kindled only by the willing death of an immortal. I have hoped for this moment since I took command of the Mazkin at Sylarn. I return my soul to the embrace of Oblivion's dark waters. Farewell.
Is there no alternative to this? I suppose if there was, he would have said, huh? Yeah, there's not really anything but to let this play out, I guess. That's unfortunate. I forgot about this bit. Then again, I think I forgot about the wide majority of this quest at all. It's not a particularly memorable quest. Cannot wait it. I have to actually let her just manually make her way over here. Okay. Alright, I guess so. She's quicker than I thought. I got a funny idea. Heal her up. So I have time to put this into motion. Provided the game doesn't put me in cutscene mode, I want to see if I can heal her through immolating herself. Gonna assume this is the altar. Alright, game, let me have this. The one time I'm trying to be funny and disrupt things, let me do it. Nope, she just dies instantly. Darn. Ulfri sacrificed herself on the altar of despair in order to light the flame of Agnon. I can now retrieve the flame from the courtyard and bring it back to New Sheoth as Sheogorath commanded. That's a wooden door. That doesn't look like a wooden... Well, I guess there is wood grain on it. Alright. Didn't sound like one either. Sounded more metal to me. It was anticlimactic, yeah. Kind of just happened. I was expecting this quest to be a larger undertaking than it was. If I'd known it would be this brief, I probably would have... Well, this brief, 30 minutes. Maybe I wouldn't have done it last time then. Probably for the best that I didn't.
The Mazkin do not forget their friends.
Flame of Agnon added. Ah. I stepped into the flame of Agnon and am now ablaze with the holy fire. I should return to New Sheoth and light the great torch in the Seselim Arden Sul. Yeah, I thought I heard a pylon activating out here. Let's just knock these guys out real quick. Take this. 1, 2. Kill that guy. 3 to shut the obelisk down. Where was that priest? Where did I drop the priest? I'd be wary of a sword with a kill counter because I'd be worried it has a pre-programmed kill limit. It stops after... Ooh. Hello. Hello, pretty. What are you doing here? Sorry, for a melee character, that's one of the best rings I could possibly have come across. Let's see here. I think I can unequip the base ring of feather. That's 25, so 525 versus... Still 500. Alright, so it doesn't actually bump up my carry weight, but blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor, hello. Anyway, the sword stops counting at 12, if memory serves. Like, there's other reasons it's an issue, but those other reasons have since been patched. I think I mentioned the Formid or Form ID bomb last stream and then didn't elaborate on what that was, so potentially fun lesson about how busted this game used to be. When Shivering Isles came out, there was an overlooked flaw in the creation kit. There's another pylon. Yeah, why not? Overlooked flaw in the creation kit. Pretty much everything that is in the game is an object in a list of objects somewhere in the game's code. And when I say in the game, I don't even mean necessarily, like, objects or NPCs. I'm talking scripts, too. The game can only play a certain number of scripts, have a certain number of items, etc., at a time. Normally not an issue, but because there's so much experimental, script-heavy stuff in Skyrim, not Skyrim, sorry, in Shivering Isles, the game would hit its limit for unused form IDs. Yeah, it didn't recycle them, so the end result is it would fill up and then start overflowing. Whatever new data came in, be it scripts, new actors, etc. The end result is it would just start replacing bits at random. It would completely break the game. Okay, but I did close the thing. There we go. And when I say it would completely break the game, I fondly, remember where my original save ended up from before they patched the Form ID bomb. My original save came to an end after I had finished the wide majority of the game's quests, because suddenly, whenever I would load the save, my character would drop to the ground, the death song would play, but I wouldn't actually be dead. I was... like, my character's body was there on the ground. I could interact with it as if it were another character's corpse. I myself was just running around without a body, unable to interact with anything, couldn't even open any doors leading out. And the fact that there were doors leading out in the first place was weird, because, like, it was some... I mean, it's... okay. I'm wording it poorly, but I was... that save was made in the Shivering Isles, but I would load the save and it would pop me out in the middle of, like, standard Cyrodiil. It was absolutely literally, it was unplayable. I just had to abandon that save. Sheogorath went computer and program. Yeah, basically. This was also on the old model 360, so for the longest time I thought that was the issue, because ours was Red Ring of Deathing something fierce. And then it turns out that no, it just happened to coincide with Elder Scrolls 4 giving up the ghost. It's weird. Needless to say, they've since patched the Form ID bomb, so the game correctly recycles Form ID slots instead of just leaving them filled forever. You no longer have to worry about the game overflowing like that, deleting important instructions in favor of unimportant objects. Red Ring of Death was caused by solder joints failing under thermal cycling. I wouldn't know. I've never really looked into it. I just know/accept that it happened. That sounds correct from what little I remember. Like, I think folks have looked into it. I seem to recall hearing that that's the issue. Ooh. Void Essence. I want to eat that. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it. That's the forbidden fruit gusher. Except it's not even forbidden because it restores health. Another active pylon. Well, I've made it my mission question mark to deal with these whenever I see them, so let's just knock this out real quick. 1, 2, 3. That's a small army of guys. That puts me at about my weight limit. I guess if I eat one of their hearts. May as well. Where did I drop the priest? There he is. And something else is aggroed. Where did these guys come from? I already dealt with the main host. Do you guys want to maybe think about retreat, or...? Elder Scrolls is unhinged out of context. Yeah, a little. Oh. Very nice. Yeah, let's eat another one. Why not? I've got more of these than I know what to do with. Okay, now that's clearly the glow of another one of those. Yeah, I think I can survive this. I don't know if bravery is in their code. It sounds to me like they're kind of just following base instincts. One. Two. Kill that guy. 3. Oh god, where'd my sword go? How did I get disarmed? That's not my sword. Where the hell did... Oh, God. When was the last time I saved? Right before the altar went... Oh... Cripes. I've never had an enemy disarm me before. Okay. It just went flying. I saw it go flying. I wonder if I just toggle under the ground. Will this help me see it easier? Kind of. There it is. Okay, alright. Come here. Come here, my darling. I'm sorry about that. Thanks. I did it completely legitimate, without the use of the console at all. It was base instinct, really. And yeah, no, I don't know how that happened. Like I said, I've never gotten disarmed by an enemy in this game before. It's not great knowing that that can happen. No, definitely not. There's a type of power attack the player gets at, like, Journeyman, I think, that can disarm an opponent. I think the enemy I was fighting just had that exact same power attack. Like, they were at the right level to have it, which is wild to me. Dawnfang is... It's extinguished more than one life game, but you're not keeping track, I guess. More hostiles? Game stuttered for a second. I mean, I am kind of setting things on fire when I swing, just not because of the fire that I'm on. The sooner I get this back to New Sheoth, the better. I don't like how easily this is obscuring my vision in fights. This is just a free flashbang, if I ever have to backstep.
Speak, citizen. Speak, citizen.
Quick detour here. Offload some stuff.
Speak, madwoman. I might be willing to part with a few things, if the price is right.
Let's see. Well, I don't need 2 base amulets of absorption, so I can sell
You've got
that.
a good deal there.
It's magic fire. It sticks
You've
around.
got a good deal there. That's a good deal.
Don't want
Accept
that. Don't need that.
Seems a fair bargain to me.
Don't need
I can
this.
accept that. That seems a fair bargain to me. That
Keep a
seems fair to
sizable
me.
number of these. Don't need this.
Seems a fair bargain to me.
Don't need this.
Seems a fair bargain to me. You've got a good deal. If you have anything else to sell, I'd gladly consider an offer. Goodbye.
And there's an NPC somewhere around town that's looking for calipers and tongs, and I don't remember which NPC it is. I said I was going to forget it by the time this next stream rolled around, and boy howdy was I ever right.
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon. The fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you.
I was leaning towards Dementia.
You should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of Bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice at all. Now, what do you say?
Let me think about it.
Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
Right. Sorry, guy.
Ah, you burn with the purging fire of anger.
I was already going that way. You don't have to stop me.
Flickering beacon of hope in the gloom of despond. Come,
Is despond a
light the
word
great
all on its own
torch
like
for
that?
Dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies. Deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero.
I'll light the great torch for you.
You are truly demented, as I always suspected. Release yourself to your secret fears and desires. Let them rule you, as they must in the end. Now, light the great torch as a beacon for those who fear and those who inspire fear.
I'm good at that. I should report to Sheogorth that I have lit the great torch as he requested. Blessing of Arden's Soul. Shrug. Oh,
Greetings.
Sheo's here.
You should stop by the Museum of Oddity.
Hey, dude.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time.
Save you time?
The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before.
You're really certain I can stop this Grey March?
Why not? Something has to work. Once I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter. It didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. and it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter and tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not.
All right, what now?
Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the Courts of Madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side.
Won't the royals be displeased?
No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the high priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. Ta! Come visit again! Or out! Look out your eyes!
Bye. Tidings and welcome.
The great torch flares with the light of Dementia. All of Crucible will be celebrating tonight. Here, take this. The reward you have earned. Quickly now. It's best if no one knows you wear this.
Right.
Pleasure and pain be with you.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of Dementia is beyond my understanding.
I specifically told you I was going to do it.
Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Sheo, can we kill this guy?
Hello.
Why are you all staring at me?
How can I be of service?
Sheogorath has talked to me about replacing a duke or duchess.
Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession. Specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself.
Right. Tell me about this ritual.
Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual?
I've got time. Why don't you explain?
As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop.
He killed everyone.
Yes, he then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique known as visceromancy to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of Dementia was set.
All right. You're not going to ask me to drink any poisoned wine, are you?
Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented.
Daughter.
To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart bearer a duke or duchess.
Thank you.
Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord, Sheogorath.
I've spoken to Arctus, High Priest of Dementia. The ritual of accession for Dementia is simple. Syl would have to be slain by the proposed successor, and her heart brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Sacellum. I should speak to Dervenin to learn of Mania's ritual.
I'm disappointed in your choice.
What do you know of Arden Sul?
Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue?
Not especially.
He was the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the Artificer Superior. Words dripped like honey from his tongue, and his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise.
And could you tell me about Mania's ritual of accession?
An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment.
Sure. I thought I'd already heard it, but...
Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways.
This doesn't sound especially lethal, although I don't know what green moat is.
Ah, but it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night, when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar.
If I were to replace the Duke, what would I do?
Certainly. When the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
I've spoken to Dervenin, High Priest of Mania. The ritual of accession for Mania requires the current ruler to commit suicide by taking 3 doses of green moat, which is lethal. Then his drug-tainted blood must be brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Sacellum. After I decide which ritual to undertake, I should return to Sheogorath and inform him of my choice. Not that that's difficult.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know.
I have made a decision, as a matter of fact.
A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting.
For what Syl tasked me with doing, just to introduce myself to her court, I think I'm overdue for a bit of stabbing.
A dangerous choice. I like it! She's gotten to be a bit much anyway. Thinks everyone is out to get her. Which they are in this case. So be it.
Any advice for dealing with Syl?
Syl is as crafty as she is beautiful. I'd watch my back if I were you. Oh, this is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
I should begin by asking around New Sheoth about Syl to determine the best way to get close enough to kill her. I mean, is there something stopping me from just walking in, hitting her a couple of times with Dawnfang and calling it done? Seems like a pretty clear-cut solution to me. No pun intended. Also, before I get to that, I'm gonna take a second and look up the calipers and tongs character. I want to offload these. It's been too long. Tove the Unrestful. Located in Bliss. Alright, so he's on the other side of town. Got it.
I've got fresh sticks. Guaranteed no leaves.
What if I like leaves? Have you never considered that? Up through the Cecellum, down and around, out to Bliss. And I'm looking for Tove the Unrestful. Quite a conversation going on down there. Hi, cease your prattling. See you later. Alright, where's Tove's house? There it is. Straight down this way and hang a right. That wasn't a right, that was a left. Don't ever ask me for directions. Pardon me.
Do you have any yet?
What are you talking about?
Sorry. I keep forgetting that most people don't remember when we'll meet in the future. Wait, this is yesterday's future. I'm the one that's confused. Anyway, you're going to help me find calipers and tongs. No point in denying it. You've already agreed tomorrow.
If I agree now, isn't that just going to mess up the flow of time? I mean, suddenly there'll be a bit of a time paradox where I've already accepted, so I can't have accepted tomorrow, which means you won't have asked me today, right? Isn't that how this works? Or am I starting to lose my mind like the rest of you? Tell me about this calipers and tongs thing.
I'm using them to build my skyboat. Just between you and me, the hardest part has been getting the water not to fall out of the air.
Skyboat?
A marvelous contraption. I've gotten it to float in water perfectly. Now if I can just get the water to fly through the air...
The Red Guards have already
That's
mastered
what
this.
the calipers and tongs are for. I need them to keep the water airborne. I see you found some. Frankly, I could use all of them. Are you willing to sell them? 5 gold each, just like I told you, next week.
Sure.
Excellent. Here's your money. I should have paid you last week. I'm dreadfully sorry about the delay.
No trouble at all. 35 calipers removed. 24 tongs removed. And 2 extra tongs that I didn't know for sure would count, but I'm glad they do. Something something many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, something something. Is that enough calipers and tongs?
None? The world is devoid of calipers and tongs? What a sad state of affairs. Goodbye.
Is that not enough? Huh. Well, we offloaded the ones that I picked up, which was really all I needed, so... was just hauling around 50 or 60 extra points of weight.
Yes?
Up the stairs, hang a left. Down the stairs, hang a right.
Hi.
Hi.
You gave those maniacs something to think about? Lighting the torch for us? Well
How much
done.
measuring does that guy do to manage to wear out calipers? Oh, no, he's just looking to keep the water clamped to the boat, that's all. He's not measuring with them.
All I can tell you is Syl is rarely seen in public, and her staff takes care of the day-to-day activities. I'd check with Anya Herrick, her courtier, and Kithlin, her steward. Maybe they can help you.
Anya, Herrick, and Kithlin, you say? I've met them, but what can you tell me about them? Let's start with Anya.
You take me for a fool? How do I know you aren't acting as an agent of Dementia?
That's an extremely good point.
We'll see.
And this is an extremely good bribe.
Every little bit helps.
Let's try this again.
Shh. The walls have ears. I hear that in light of recent events at the palace, Anya Herrick is more loyal to Syl than ever. In fact, she rarely leaves her side.
Oh, well, good for them. How about Kithlin?
Well, I've heard that recent events in Syl's court have made Kithlin a bit disillusioned with its leadership. But you didn't hear that from me.
That sounds like an in from where I'm standing.
See you later.
Let's go talk to Kithlin. When was the last time I saved? Ooh, haven't saved since the last time I saved. That's not a useful thing for people to hear. Haven't saved since just before that Dark Seducer general set herself on fire.
It's you. What is it you require?
I wanted to ask you about Syl.
I suppose I should be grateful working in the palace with her, but I can't stand having to constantly look over my shoulder. I don't know if she has it in for me or not. I think she is in constant fear of being replaced.
Replaced?
Yes, I see you may have what it takes to replace her. Very well. What is it you need from me?
Can you get me close to her?
That may be difficult. Syl has been hidden from public sight lately. However,
I can give you something that may help. Take this key. It should unlock any door in her wing of the palace. You still need to be wary of her seducer guards.
Oh no, is it a sneak mission? Oh boy.
Bid you welcome. Ah, good to see you again.
I wanted to ask about Syl.
She is staying well out of sight. No need to take unnecessary risks. I maintain a close watch on her. She fears that Sheogorath no longer favors her presence and wants her replaced.
What? That's nonsense. But if someone were to replace her...
Huh, you're mad. Syl has yet to be bested in any combat. Unless... Well, if you think you have a chance, how do I know this isn't some sort of trick? Go ahead.
Because I've got money and you've got a use for it?
That will get you something. Perhaps I've misjudged you. All right, I'll help. Just remember me when you take over her position. What can I do to help you?
I need to get close to her, preferably without the guards noticing.
Well, the best I can offer is help with the guards. I can distract at least 2 of them and get them to leave her wing of the palace. That should help you to get in there a bit easier.
Alright. She'll create a distraction and rid the interior of the Dementia wing of the palace of its elite dark seducers. I should now infiltrate Syl's wing of the palace and end the Duchess of Dementia's life. What kind of distraction we have in mind here? Sneak mission. Yeah. And with me trespassing the whole way. I might need... that for detect life. And this to fortify sneak. Oh. That don't really suit her. Okay. Oh, are we just in combat instead? Hold on. Wait, I'm really good at in combat. I know how to in combat. Does this count as murder? It does not. Excellent. This just became so much easier. I've entered Syl's private chambers. I now need to locate Syl herself and put an end to her reign as Duke of Dementia. Well, Duchess, surely. She...
Don't be fooled. The ritual isn't over.
She's already dead?
The body on the bed isn't Syl, but merely an impersonator. The real Syl uses many such decoys to throw would-be killers off her trail. Syl has made her escape through the hidden tunnel in the gardens outside her quarters. She must not get away! Be wary. I fear that her escape may be a ruse to lure you into an ambush.
Wouldn't be the first ambush I've gotten out of.
Fool,
Did you wish to have us both put to death?
Okay, game. Kithlin didn't describe a... Well, I guess he described a secret entrance at least, but... You couldn't have made me search for it? Down into Zerethard we go. I've played Elden Ring before. You guys aren't fooling me. Can't deactivate the statues. That's fine. What does this even do? Because it's not doing a whole lot of damage. Couple of Dark Seducers. 3 Dark Seducers. Ooh, a lot of arrows. Oh, third one? Six out of 12. That's 159 in-game, not real-time. I don't know if that gives me enough time to find 6 more targets. Torches, torches... Oh. Locked vase. Or urn, I guess. Locked urn. Zerethard Depths. Fancy place. Nice banners. Okay, why would they be labeled as Dark Seducer archers if they're just immediately going to draw maces? Like, I know what the idea is. Have them sit behind the... What would you call this? Barricade, I guess? Have them sit behind the barricade and shoot at me, but... in order for that to work, they need to actually sit behind the barricade and shoot at me. Just a smidge silly. Well, I came in through here. Doesn't seem like any of the busts are actually... Oh, wait. Well, there's the door I should be going through, but... Huh. Unless there's just a button that I wasn't spotting, yeah. That'd do it. Who do you think told me to do this? Yeah, literally. I guess it doesn't matter because he's playing all sides at once. It's just kind of how things work in the Shivering Isles. Okay, that's the door out. Another level up. Right, she's got a weapon. See what good it does her.
Smash your skull.
You'll try. That was embarrassing. Nab this. Let's just do some clobbering real quick. I know it does less damage than what I was using, but this is a nice looking weapon. Weakness to shock 36% on strike, shock damage 18 points on strike. Sounds really cool, except the weakness to shock lasts 0 seconds, so it's just shock damage 18 points on strike. Grab Syl's heart. Make my way back to the altar. She had another royal guard that just didn't see anything that happened there. Pretty important spot check to fail.
For the mad god.
anything else going on? Oh, there's a chest. With 64 gold and 1 repair hammer. Ooh, ah. I mean, you know, repair hammer and my boots are broken again, because that's all they seem to know how to do is break. I noticed the arrow isn't pointing me toward the subterrane. So I'm going to go through the subterrane to see what's in here. Rife with horrible undead creatures. Oh, yep, there's one. I mean, it's not that horrible. I've seen worse. It's no lich. Gallivant through here. Real good spacing on that. Didn't hit me once. Aside from the unavoidable, unless you're at range, dying explosion, I guess, but I don't count that. Okay, is every pillar in this area just going to collapse, or what? Got a fourth one that's still intact. How about it? Yeah, no, that one's fine. Oh, my mistake. There's 2 other pillars in here. Store. Button. Button. Just let them all out, right? Right, this way is a dead end. Which just leaves this big open mess that I specifically did not want to go into because it looked like a big open mess. Oh hey, that one's headless. Don't think I've seen a headless one yet, that's fun. Oh, and now I've seen a second one. Magic wore off. You're not special. It feels kind of unfortunate that power attacks get devalued this far into the game. Like, obviously I could keep doing them, but for as much stamina as they cost versus how much I've got, versus how much easier it is to just go nyeh, 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 over and over again. It's a bit of a bummer. I'm glad that the remaster made it into an actual combo system instead of just like swing, 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 swing forever. Where in the realm of Sheogorath does this take me?
The can do
Oh, this place. Oh.
For the mad gods. For the mad god.
Funny that she goes from praising me to immediately trying to kill me. Oh, do I need to have the charge on the... Does Duskfang need to have charge to count this? Or did it get sated and I didn't realize? Yeah, it needs to have a charge. Wow. Alright, there's another one somewhere around here. Right? Because there's still combat music playing. Yeah? Yeah? What's up, video game? Understood. I cannot wait when enemies are nearby. Please show me the enemies so I can make them not nearby. Oh, up there? Really? Up... What are you doing up there? Get down from there. You're gonna hurt yourself. You should get down so I can hurt yourself. And the door is up the hill, isn't it? bring the heart to the Sicellum. Don't forget to hydrate. Not quite a concern for me, but I appreciate the input. You guys like green, right? There's a lot of green in here.
The ritual of accession come full circle. The heart of Syl has been consumed by Arden Sul's will, and the Demented welcome you with open arms. I now declare you to be Duchess of Dementia of the Shivering Isles. May your wrath and anger be your guide.
I'm pretty good at wrath. Ask anyone on the receiving end of my sword.
Pleasure and pain, my lady.
You've done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived! Oh, who'd have thought? Now, on to other...
Other what?
Wait, I must speak. Halt, cease, desist.
Thaden! How dare you interrupt me? Only I interrupt me! Like just then. I'm speaking with someone. We'll talk later. Or not. When is later exactly? Not now, I'm sure of that. Guards! I think Thaden forgot how to use the door. Kindly show him out before I forget myself.
Syl? Syl is dead? This can't be right. Is this right? What have you done? Have you done this?
Hold your tongue, little Duke, or I'll tear it from your mouth.
But this stranger? Someone new? From somewhere else? Not here. I'm sure of that. I don't understand. Or I can't.
Calm yourself, Thaden. You're making my teeth itch. You still hold your office. I suggest you see to your duties.
Ridiculous! You can't do this, although you're omnipotent, or just tall. It's one of the two, I'm sure. And a fool.
Fool? Visionary! Change is in the air, Thaden. Breathe it deep. Bathe in its scent. Bottle it up. Save some for later.
Order approaches. It's taken the fringe already, with order clothes and order hats. And you speak of change?
Change will preserve us. It is the lifeblood of the Isles. It will move mountains. It will mount movements.
No, certainly not. This isn't good. I'm sure it's bad. I can't do this anymore. No more.
Then go, Thaden. Have your green moat. Take a bath. But leave before I decorate my throne with your insides.
Yes, that's it. I'll go. Away, far away. Working for them is like working for us, but without all the dying.
No! Let him go.
Enough! I go to Jigalag. I give myself to him as a priest of order. This isn't done, mad god. I think it's just started.
Cracking jokes about how we weren't in Arizona. Yeah, 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer sounds nasty. After informing Sheogorath of my victory, Thaden, the Duke of Mania, became furious. Before he departed the Sicellum, he threatened that we hadn't heard the last of him. I should speak with Sheogorath about the next step in his plan.
Wondering why I let him go, aren't ya? I can see it in your face. Mostly in the eyes. I may take those from you when this is done. This has never happened before. The ruler of Mania, turning traitor. Unprecedented. But different is good. A new act in this play. Maybe we're onto something here. We'll see how it plays out. It can't be worse than what's happened before.
If you say so.
I do. I did. And I won't say it again. But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of Dementia. Just look at you. You're positively beaming. You now have the power to summon dark seducers. They've always served the Duke of Dementia.
Duchess.
I think they have a thing for pain. And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm and others. You would be well served to remember that.
And what about the fringe?
He was right about that. I can feel it in my bones.
Did he mention the
Little-
fringe?
The Grey March has swept the fringe. Order gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my fringe. You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there. But I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't. Ta, come visit.
Okay. Let's see that ring we got. Ring of Lordship. Endurance, resist poison, chameleon 24%. That sounds good. Granted, it doesn't sound as good as either of these, but it sounds good. Let's find a place to sleep. Yep, same wavelength. Although I was just going to go looking for a beggar's... it's not a sleeping bag.
Hail,
Bedroll.
Duchess of Dementia.
I guess this is closer.
Stay for a while and stay away from my wife.
Easier done than said, sir.
You want to stay here for a night, eh? Just for sleeping. The room is 20 gold for the night.
Sounds good.
Good. See you later. How are you now?
I don't visit the Museum of Oddities, but Una Armina is...
Level 25. Points in intelligence, willpower, and agility. Alright, retaking the Fringe. Angry over Syl's replacement as the Duchess of Dementia, Théoden has betrayed Sheogorath and joined with the forces of Order. According to Théoden, allegedly, Order has already taken the Fringe. I should travel to the Fringe and investigate his claims. Cross country would probably be... Well, hold on a minute. Yeah, no, okay. I saw this arc and thought maybe I'd want to follow the road because otherwise I'd be trying to traverse mountains. But looks like it's a mostly straight shot. Ah. An active obelisk? It is not. Cool. Fine by me. That is an active gnarl. What's my restoration stat at right now, anyway? 66, but 28 fortified, so only 36 restoration, really. Yeesh. I don't think I'm hitting 50 resto by the time we're done with this playthrough. Detour up this hill, follow the road around because it cuts through that hillside that otherwise looks like it would be very inconvenient to climb up. There's the road. Another gnarl. I think I'll just follow the hill up at this point. Heretic camp, I believe. Oh no, a zealot. I was wrong. And this is J-Red Ice Veins. Cool. No pun intended. I'm doing a lot of those today, or at least a comparatively high amount. I think I'm good on calipers and tongs at this point. I'm gonna stop picking those up. Back to the fringe as we go. I guess fringe singular. Oh, yeah. That's a lot more crystals than I remember seeing here last time. That don't look good. Checking to see if Passwall has been attacked. Given it's qualifying as undiscovered, I'm gonna guess it's at least been damaged, if not destroyed outright. Yeah.
Back to the town center. Now, move! Your Grace, the situation is grim. Passwall is under attack. We are outmatched and outnumbered. Last night, as dusk fell, the spire at the center of town became active. Soon after, the area around it began to crystallize and change. It wasn't long after that the knights came.
What is the spire?
You've seen the spire in Passwall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It appears to be a source of power for these invaders, a portal, or some sort of gate, I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion.
Well, damn. Got any ideas?
I do have an idea how we might be able to stop them, but for now our primary concern must be our survival. I've been losing Mazkin with each attack, and I'm down to nothing but men. We are pinned down here. If we lose, the gates of madness will fall. If the gates fall, the enemy will flood into the Isles. We will be helpless to stop them. Now that you've arrived, perhaps we can slow them down.
I do wish this quest was giving me options to talk like I know how to shut these spires down, considering I've done, what, half a dozen of them by now on a whim? But what must we do?
We cannot talk now. We don't have very long until the next wave arrives. Even though I have served with these Mazkin for decades as the Duke of Dementia, it is your right to command the troops. Command them if you will, or leave it to me. Either way, make haste. Our time is short.
I trust your judgment.
I thank you for your trust. In your name and for the sake of the Shivering Isles, I shall not disappoint you. Inspect the battlefield and provide what aid you can to the troops. Speak with me when you feel that they are ready for battle. Mazkin, form up. For the sake of your sorry nail hides, move! Move! Are you prepared for battle, Your Grace?
Let us begin.
I imagine that we will not have to wait long, Your Grace. Here they come.
Oh, that spire. Oi, hey. Over here.
Reform. Back to your ranks. More are coming. Back to your positions. Don't break ranks. Hold. Hold.
Whoa!
Force of knights attacking Passwall have been eliminated. I should speak to Gorkendo Yutiko about the situation. Lost a couple of defenders, but you know what? We survived.
Victory is ours, for the moment. We must discuss our next move. The Spire is obviously their source of power. This battle will not end until we find a way to shut it down.
How do you propose we do that?
I am not certain, but do not lose heart. I have an idea.
Don't lose heart. I've got 10 of them.
Zedafin run under Passwall.
Zedafin, really?
The south of the town has been sealed for centuries.
I knew there was something important about this name.
One of my scouts reported that the ruins have been opened recently, and a number of these knights are now guarding the entrance.
Tell me what you're thinking.
If we attempt to assault Zedafin, Passwall will be overrun and we will lose the Fringe. Additionally, our forces are dangerously thin. We have no idea what opposition may await us inside. A frontal assault is not an option.
So you're suggesting I go on my own?
Your insight is impressive. While we draw their attention here, you should be able to slip inside Zedafin. Once inside, search for the source of the Spire's power. It must be underground somewhere. Once you find it, destroy it. Good luck, Your Grace. May the voice of the hidden guide you to the way. Walk with our Lord.
Let's see, what repairs need doing? The boots, of course. And I'm almost out of... And I'm completely out of... I should have restocked on repair hammers. Oh well. That's not the right healing spell. That's the right healing spell. I didn't even need to repair the sword because it was literally about to change over. Wah, wah. Man, I forgot this place got sacked this bad. There's no plants left. That was like one of the establishing... Okay. That was like one of the establishing things about this place, was seeing those giant mushrooms everywhere. Like, yeah, they're everywhere in the Shivering Isles, but... this is your introduction to that being a common sight. And now it's just dead. Hey, you know what? Let's grab that. Just for funsies. I've made my way into the ruins of Zediphin. I must seek out the spire's source of power and find a way to deactivate it. Don't need that. Ooh. Hey, a repair hammer. I saw someone go invis. Why don't I just use the detect life thingamabob that I've got? Talisman of Abetment, you know. Oh, pfft. It wore off. Detect life ain't even working. Like, I have to get at such close range, it's not worth it. Do you guys entirely mind? Yes, yes. Follow me into the choke point. I'll have no defenses there. Aside from the occasional disarm, these guys are jokes. Almost feel like I ought to turn the difficulty back up to medium. But then I'd have to contend with medium difficulty enemies and no sword sometimes. Now, I know there's a couple other silhouettes down that hall, but these guys came from this direction. Presumably not from here, although I am curious as to what's even down here. I like the animation on the crystals growing, by the way. I haven't mentioned it at all because I kind of feel like it speaks for itself, but I do like that. Alright, Dawnfang's bloodthirst has been quenched. Ah, other way. Zediphin Great Chamber sounds pretty climactic to me. Looks pretty climactic to me. I've discovered the source of Order's power. An obelisk is having its power amplified by the spire that leads to the center of Passwall. I must find a way to shut down the obelisk. Looks pretty cool. Hi. Oh, wait a minute, you're the mayor. Hey, Sheldon.
It's you. I remember you. What are you doing down here? How did you get past the knights?
When they attacked, I ran from Passwall.
They didn't say a word. They just started killing. The screams. By the staff, you can't imagine the screams. Fellas and I slipped down here thinking we'd be safe. But no, we landed right in the middle of them. Fellas ran off with them and left me to die. Me! That ingrate, disloyal cur. Imagine leaving me here all alone.
Why haven't you tried to escape, exactly?
Every time I look for a way out, I get twisted around and end up back here. But I'm too smart for it. You seem to have no trouble, though. Look at you. Barely a scratch. You'd be the perfect person to protect me.
It's pretty dangerous here.
This place is a nightmare. Knights everywhere, these priests, and whatever they've done to fellas. Listen, those people in Passwall need me. Can you imagine how they'd ever get along if I died down here?
I don't think so. You stay here.
What? Here? Are you kidding? I'm not staying here. If you don't want to help me, fine. I'll get out of here on my own. On your side.
Whatever they did to Fellas. Oh, hey. That's a shiny-looking chest. Use a Heart of Order to open it? Absolutely. Well, it wasn't worth it. 1, 2. Can you stop knocking me over, guy? I've got a thing to do here. 3. Caverns are now coming down around me, and I must escape before I'm trapped. Okay. Alright. You got it. We out. Oh. There's a route leading into the roots. The statue's just firing lightning spells all willy-nilly like that is a fun touch. A little extra think fast to go with your daring escape. Okay. Opened elsewhere. Got it. Ah! Gonna guess that button opens it. Yes, it does. Don't who walk away from who? Hold on, is there someone to rescue in here? No. No, there is not. That looked to be the mayor. I've survived the collapsing ruins of Zediphan. I should seek out Grakendo Yutiko and ask her how the battle above ground went. Well, the spire looks busted.
Your Grace, you're alive. Truly, you are the greatest warrior ever to hold the seat of Dementia. I was certain that no one could survive the spire's collapse, but here you are. By the staff, you are more than worthy to lead us. I fear that our work is not yet done. The area is still overrun with knights that were not destroyed in the spire. You should return to the palace and speak with Sheogorath. Ask him how he plans to defend this realm.
Will do. Could slow travel back there. I don't wanna.
The Orioles no longer defile holy Sylarn, thanks to you. How may I serve?
Pardon me, Sheogorath.
News of your success in the Fringe precedes you. To further cement the victory, I have an important task for you to perform. You will seek the assistance of Relmina Vernum in Zalselm to rebuild the Gatekeeper. You remember? The creature you killed to get in here. With the Gatekeeper restored and Zadillion in operation, we won't have to worry about anything getting in. Things already here are another matter. You'll need to speak with Relmina Vernum. She'll help you with your task. Strange woman has some unusual tastes. With that done, the Fringe should be secure. For now. I can feel things start to get a little hairy. And not in the good way, like on your head.
Can't relate. Don't have any hair to speak of. We're rebuilding the Gatekeeper, though?
It's essential. Simply essential. If only it were essentially simple, but it's not. I want him there guarding those gates. If any of Jigglag's forces show up, he should be ready for them. It wouldn't do to just let them in if more show up. And more always show up. Still and all, I think things are going well, considering. Go talk to Relmina in Zalselm. Tell her you're working for me. Oh, she'd do anything for me, that little minx.
Very well.
Send Relmina my love. That'll get her going.
Always a pleasure.
Well, we've got a lot more trophies marking our progress here. A Focus Crystal, the Chalice of Reversal, a Knight of Order helmet, which I believe is relatively new. Syl's Heart, definitely new. The Inquisitor's Cage, didn't see that last time at least. That's neat.
Welcome to the House of Mania.
Up to the palace grounds. Ah, I'm headed to Zaselm. Alright. Quickest way there would be the Gates of Madness. Each of these quests has taken about half an hour, so I'm guessing, provided this one sticks to that pattern, we should be wrapping this quest up right around the time the stream ends for today. Hence the fast travel. I wanted to make sure we were getting to it in a reasonable amount of time. I prefer to slow travel where I can, but I like this quest. At least I remember liking this quest. That's not a flesh Atronach. Skinned hound. That is unpleasant. Ah, welcome back. You know what? I forgot to pick up repair hammers again. It's always something. There's always something I'm forgetting. That's whatever. I'll survive. That's just a regular skeleton. Hold on. What are you doing here? I was fighting shambles. Bring me more shambles. Don't bother with this. I said bring me more shambles. Honestly, the nerve of some people. Oh wait, there's an urn. Yeah. Flash Atronach ain't a shambles, but you know what? I'll take it. And the forbidden fruit gusher. I was going to say gummy. It's not a fruit gummy. Zaselm experiment chambers. A free emerald sitting on the floor. go down this road first. That doesn't appear entirely pleasant. Hunger versus Shambles. Experiment setup and hypothesis. Hunger versus Shambles with Elven Catalyst. While generally an even match, these two Shambles versus a single Hunger. Previous experiments have indicated that the presence of a warm body causes the Hunger to increase its ferocity. This territorial hunting imperative is completely lacking in the Shambles. They seek to destroy life, not to devour it. In this case, I have confined a Hunger to his cage while leaving an unspoiled high elf female in viewing distance. Hungers seem to have a particular thirst for elf maiden blood, and this one on the verge of flowering should be a particularly irresistible morsel. I hypothesize that the Hunger will fight with greater force and precision in the upcoming battle, after I let the creature and elf maiden stew a while in each other's proximity. I shall return in a few days to run the experiment. That's messed up. I can't get in there and intervene, perhaps? Draining the bodies of blood, I presume. Who knows why? I suppose Relmina knows why. Okay, ow. Two-handed sword, shock damage, soul trap. I'm sticking with Duskfang, but that's close. This is my favorite sword in the game, but in terms of sheer convenience, the little extra bit of damage would be handy. As... Ooh, that's a lot of Void Essence. Where was I? What was I saying? Sheer convenience. Soul Trap on a sword is something we are long overdue for. This is my favorite sword, but I've discovered I really like two-handed weapons in this game. I've never used one before this playthrough, like, never used one in earnest, at least. But a great sword feels nice. And giving it shock damage, which not a lot of things resist, and Soul Trap, which means I could keep refilling it and recharging it, sounds very nice to me. Reptilian Appetite Conditioning. Experiment setup and hypothesis. Reptilian appetite conditioning. I've raised these Ballywogs and Scalon together, from hatchling to adult. I inflicted great pain on them when they were aggressive towards each other, and rewarded them when they showed aggression towards others. They have since acquired an almost familial bond, normally expressed in warm-blooded creatures. See previous experiment logs for details. For the last month, I have been starving them in separate cages, allowing them occasionally to eat, but only tiny amounts of reptilian flesh. I have procured a fatty Breton of previously luxurious lifestyle. There is not an ounce of muscle on him. He should be a most tempting snack indeed, but we shall see. I shall return soon to run the experiment. There is still some time left to starve the reptiles until they are most desperate. I get that the Shivering Isles are the kind of place where this stuff happens, but I've grown so fond of playing the hero, I feel very out of my element around here. Don't even get the option to go in and rescue the prisoners. Just a very, oh no, anyway, situation. Project Hound's Blood. Day 1 observations? Day 7 observations. My theory stated before trials is this. Blending the most recent concoction of hound blood with that from a headless zombie will result in a beast with greater fury and resistance to pain. Test 1. Subject 1 has the current concoction, and Subject 2 has the new mixture. Battle 1. Subject 1 lasted approximately 1 minute before expiring, having done average amount of injury to Subject 2. Subject 2 seemed not to notice most of the injuries it received. Battle 2. After drawn-out combat, Subject 1 killed Subject 2, but suffered near-fatal wounds. Subject 2 fought to the bitter end with the same energy it started with. Battle 3. Subject 1 went out very quickly. Battle 4. Subject 1 lasted less than a minute. Subject 2 took little injury. Test 2. Subject A and B both had the standard blood. Subject C and D both have the new blood. Battle 1, A versus B, lasted just over a minute, both hounds suffering grievous injury and somewhat bothered by their wounds. Battle 2, A versus B, nearly identical results. Battle 3, C versus D, lasted over 2 minutes, both hounds suffering grievous injury. Neither seemed very winded or bothered by their wounds. Battle 4, C versus D, lasted under 1 minute, both suffering grievous injury. Neither seemed very bothered by their wounds. It seems my original theory was correct. In further trials, I will try watering down the headless zombie blood before adding it to the mixture to gain some insight into the actual potency of the blood itself, and determine how much of the additional effect is coming from its combination with the existing ingredients. Week-old blood. Experiment setup and hypothesis. I've paired up a hound and shambles of equal fighting capacity. However, I have recently drained the hound of its zombie blood and replaced it with blood extracted from a Breton corpse which had lain for a week rotting in the hot sun. When I return, having let it acclimate to its new supply of vital fluid, I expect the hound will perform with much less efficiency than normal. These are the stairs I came down to get here. No, they're not? No, they're not. Could have sworn. Oh well. Zasum corpse pit. I'll pass on that, thank you. Sanctum of Vivisection. Apparently this is where we're to encounter her. No notes on this experiment. Anyone inclined to find out what the deal is in that chamber just has to push the buttons. Pardon me, Romina.
You! I remember you. You're the adventurer who slew my gatekeeper, are you not?
Yes, I slew him. I needed to get in.
The ends justify the means, do they? You'll pay for that one day. Now, by all means, come right in. Walk in here as if you own the place. By what authority do you disturb me?
By authority of your Lord Sheogorath.
I see. Sheogorath is too important to come on his own account. He sends his mortal lackey. Well then, I trust my servants didn't give you too hard a time getting in here? What is it Sheogorath's lackey requires of me?
A new gatekeeper is required, milady.
Ah, your tone is more in line with my station. Please continue.
Will you lend us your powerful magic?
Yes, powerful magic indeed. It is proper that you bid me kindly, lest I show you the meaning of pain and suffering. Alas, I am still distraught over the destruction of my sweet child. I cannot return to his womb. You must do this. You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone. There you will gather mystical components needed for the ceremony. Go fetch me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and essence of breath. And take this
Don't
key.
yell at me.
It will allow entry into the gardens and give you direct access to my sanctum.
You have a lot of uncouth experiments back there.
Oh, you mean my research subjects? Don't trouble yourself with their fates. They're volunteers of one sort and another. Besides, they are furthering important research into the nature of pain and suffering, of life and death. Don't be concerned. I always return the worthy ones to life. Besides, Lord Sheogorath has sanctioned my studies and my methods. Any loyal servant of the Mad God would respect his decision in this matter.
I'm going to have to ask you to stop torturing them.
I know your type. You believe yourself better than everyone else. You persecute genius when you find it because we are able to see around the sharp corners of your simplified morality. I see the vast horizons of thought while you cannot see past the tip of your own nose. I can grant the guilty the cleansing fire of retribution so they may die purified of soul, and I can grant the worthy everlasting life. And what can you offer the world except the hot air escaping through that hole in your head?
I'm going to have to ask you to stop.
Out of deference to my Lord Sheogorath, I will allow this outburst. In fact, I will acquiesce to your request. But only if you can prove to me the sincerity of your position and the depth of your conviction. Are you willing to trade places with these souls? To bear the full weight of their pain and afflictions? Weigh this question carefully.
I suppose I could try.
Are you sure? You will not easily heal the damage done to you. This is a permanent sacrifice you are making. In fact, it is likely you will die. Perhaps you had better reconsider.
I'm determined.
Truly? Very well. I wasn't
I did
quite
not save.
finished with them. But as long as you remain in Sheogorath's favor, I will not conduct experiments on these people.
Wait.
There's no turning back now.
Willpower damaged, strength damaged, endurance Was there any actual permanent debuff here? No? Was that it?
Sheagoras, Duchess or not, you try my patience. Are you confused about your task?
Exalted pain?
Did you like that? Pain can be pleasure. You enjoy being in pain, do you? Here, I'm sure you'll enjoy these then.
Manacles of pain.
Away with you, dog, and fetch me those components.
Drain endurance and intelligence. Fortify strength and willpower. No. One of the main draws to being a wizard is making any enchanted object you want. That's true. That's very true. I'm not playing with a controller, no. Keyboard and mouse has been my that's been my go-to since I switched to PC. Oh. Wow, that's new. At least we saved recently. Back to the sanctum.
You better have a good reason for disturbing me.
Did I already get the manacles on this save? No. All right.
Sheagoras, Duchess or... Away with
Manacles
you,
of
dog,
pain.
and fetch me those components.
Back outside. Kill the Scalon. Yeah, there's not really a lot of console games that I've been interested in lately that haven't also come out for PC. So I've not really had a reason to use my Switch, or my 360, or my PS3, or my PS4. I went nuts on Animal Crossing back when it came out and burned myself out on it in the process. I Much though I'd like to, I don't think I can play Animal Crossing again. I've heard about the hotel update. I think it's neat. I haven't heard much about what it does, but I never even got around to the Happy Home Designer update, so anything past that is right out for me, I think. Oh, Dreadwin, you seem down in the dumps.
Everything is just so desolate. My inn is ruined, and oh, it's terrible.
Poor lady.
Take care.
Up to the Gardens of Flesh and Bone we go. I doubt this is something we're going to get done in 6 minutes, so in lieu of making further main story progress, how about I take a detour and see what's over there? Not even go inside necessarily, it's just that's an Ayleid ruin marker. I know there aren't Ayleid ruins in the Shivering Isles. So why is that there? Oh, is that just the portal back out? I think that's just the portal back out. May as well mark that. Door to Cyrodiil, yep. Is there anything I want to store? Anything sufficiently heavy to justify taking a trip back? No. Oh. Friggin'... All my stuff is almost busted. Let's, head back to New Sheoth real quick. Oh, wait, I can't because I'm in the Fringe, right. Back to Passwall. Out of Passwall, or the Fringe, I guess. And then from here to just pick Crucible at random. 7:26, so wait a couple of hours for shops to open. Go find the armorsmith.
Blessings, citizen.
Which is up here, I believe. Yeah, Cutter's Weapons. All the way at the end, and then hang a left.
I saw the Zaxa, and I nagged it too. Oh, fibble.
Mood. There we are.
I do delicate things with madness ore. It tingles across the flesh when it cuts.
I really don't like her eyes.
Weapons and armor here, especially weapons.
Especially weapons.
I hope that serves you well. If you need more, you know where to find me. I'm nearly always at work. Go sink your blade deep into the flesh of your enemies.
Girl knows what she's about. Oh, and just off that, I've leveled. Okay. All right, then.
Yes?
To an inn, level up, head back to the Fringe, park myself outside the next leg of the main quest, and we'll call it there.
I hope you have something for me.
I just need a bed.
Sleepy, are you? Be careful, you might be ill. Or dying. You never know. If you insist on sleeping, there's a bed for 20 gold a night.
Sounds good.
Very well. Go through that door up the stairs and it'll be the first door on the right. Sleep well if you can. Hurry. There's no telling how much time I have left.
Stairs, guest rooms, first door on the right. A quick nap. Level 26. Back to the Gates of Madness. Back to the Fringe. Back to the Gardens of Flesh and Bone. Alright. I may as well park myself right in front of the door. No reason not to. Although I guess there's a better sense of ambiance from out here. Yeah, and let's shut the gate for a little extra drama. There we go. Alright folks, that's going to do it for today's stream. Not the most eventful, but we got a few main quest bits done. I appreciate the enthusiasm. If you missed today's episode or you want to catch the re-upload... No, let me try that again. If you missed today's episode or you just want to re-watch a favorite, you can catch the re-upload at Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives on YouTube. I'll probably have that up within the next hour or so. If you want to stay up to date on when we're going live, type info in the chat to get a link to our Discord and our Blue Sky. If you enjoyed the stream and you either have $4.99 a month to toss my way or you're a Twitch Prime subscriber, consider subscribing to gain access to the CogChamp emote, the Strawshade emote, and the Angiu emote, all created by one cool cat. That's a friend of the channel, Sonia, over on Blue Sky. You can type art credit for a direct link to her Blue Sky account and credit for the background provider. The provider for my backgrounds. The Poison for Cusco. Next stream is going to be Tuesday, February 24th at 2 p.m. Pacific. It might be Oblivion, or I might take a break. We'll see how I'm feeling. I've been feeling a little drained on Oblivion, so I guess I'm glad we're close to the end of the game. But That'll be decided on later. Once again, that'll be February 24th, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Pacific. And until then, thank you all again for coming. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. I've been Mocha. You've been fantastic. And have yourself a good evening.